All right, guys, welcome back to Commission Reviews. Yes, I am streaming on Restream. I know you see the portrait mode because I have that option with Restream because I am also going live on TikTok. First of all, as you can see, the Cash App is in the corner. If you guys would like to donate to this content creator, in the very bottom, you can also see I have some um merch there for you to choose from as well, and follow my Spotify. Okay, because after this host is from TikTok, I don't know. So you gotta make sure you gotta check out my QR codes where you all too are able to check out my merchandise and different things about me. Let's get into this TikTok. And so first of all, let me make sure I say hello. If you're on TikTok right now, because I'm on live on TikTok as well as YouTube and I believe Twitter. Okay. Hit the likes up if you are on YouTube. If you are on TikTok right now, do me a favor and share this live. And same thing with Twitter, follow and other things. Let's check out some things about this countdown. So January 19th is the day. January 19th is the day. TikTok has tried almost everything, taking it to court multiple times, encouraging lawmakers, fluttering their eyelashes. This is on MSN. They're doing a lot. But they have run out of ways to stop the TikTok ban before the 19th. The app is on its last attempt to convince the Supreme Court to stop the ban. Like, this is crazy. Um, President Trump exercises his authority to extend it or not, but he can't do it that on January 19th. January 19th, we still have President Biden. It's going to be shut down. Um, it is possible that coming January 20th, 21st, 22nd, we might be in a different world. Again, that's one of the reasons why I think it makes perfect sense to issue a plenary injunction here, but everybody a little breathing space. If TikTok is banned, can I keep it on my phone? Yes. You can keep TikTok on your phone after the ban goes into effect, but you won't be able to update it. App stores like Apple and Google and internet hosting companies will be penalized by the government if they distribute or update the app. What are creators doing? TikTok are encouraging their followers and fans to follow them on other platforms. However, as Meta becomes increasingly hostile to protected groups, they aren't all asking their followers to join them on Instagram or Facebook. Instead, some creators are using this Chinese app Red Note, aka I can't say the name. Is there any way to bring TikTok back after the 19th? Yes, but those avenues are complicated and will take time. Where does Trump stand on TikTok? The president elect has changed his opinion on TikTok and is currently supportive of the app. In 2024, he announced, I'm going to stay with TikTok on his campaign trail. This dude leaves every freaking day. Okay, Bloomberg, let's see if the same thing is. So the U.S. Supreme Court is set to rule on TikTok Faith this week. The social media platform is in court challenging a law that would force its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, into a sale or face a U.S. TikTok ban. After hearing oral arguments for and against the ban, the Supreme Court appears posed to uphold it. It will go into effect on Sunday, but the incoming President Donald Trump will be sworn in the following day and could scramble whatever decision is reached this week. Legal editor Sarah Ford. I don't know. This is interesting to me. The government TikTok is a security threat. The U.S. government argued that TikTok gives the Chinese government potential access to sensitive user data and platform for covert influence. To be honest, I really think that the big deal is that TikTok shows a lot. TikTok shows a whole lot. People get their news from TikTok before they get it from the news. I think that TikTok puts a lot of information out there. It's quick, it's fast. It's a lot of information that people do not want us to necessarily have. Would we have known about the drones if it wasn't for TikTok? Let's be honest. Let's be really honest. Would we have known about the drones if it wasn't for TikTok? Oh, that's way too close. I just wanted to see what the different. Oh, don't like that one or that one. Hmm. Wow. Mm. So there is this Chinese app, and I know I hate to call. I don't know how to say the name. I'm not even gonna sit and try to mispronounce it. Uh, let me it says I can share. Let me see. It's my first time trying this. Okay. See how this looks on my screen. Interesting. Um. Mm-hmm. So this new this new app. I can't. I'm trying to. There you go. This new app. Okay. That they're talking about. I don't know. This is the new app that TikTok is, or some people on TikTok is telling people to follow them on. I thought it was Lemon. I don't know what happened to Lemon because I thought that was what everyone was going to. And I also thought that Lemon was going to update also once TikTok had went their ban on Sunday or whatever. Because if Lemon is where you're supposed to go, Lemon isn't there yet. But apparently it is easy to get your followers over. Let me see. Mm. Now I did, of course, I know people talking about the Elon Musk was trying to buy it. I think they even said, the Beast, Mr. Beast, was even talking about it. Now, I don't think he's going to. I feel like it's probably a lot involved, not just the money. I do know that a lot of people who actually utilizes TikTok for financial. I don't know what that looks like, child. You have to do get so many people and do so much, and um what's going to happen to those people who are actually, that's why I said this new app that they are talking about, people are going over there, but like, is that the solution? And the other question is that going to be illegal to use? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the real tea? It's so much. It's just a mess, to be honest. It's a circus and it's a mess. TikTok has had problems since they got started with the government. I think that they feel like TikTok says too much. But now that we've had TikTok, you can't put it back in the bottle. Even if you shut it down, people are going to still find ways to get information out there even more so because they think you're trying to silence something. This is insane. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's more to this than what we'll ever know. We probably won't ever know. Maybe Trump will come through and do something. I hope you guys get y'all last check. Whoever getting paid on TikTok, I hope you guys cash y'all last check. I don't know what I'm gonna do about mine. I haven't even got Lemon. I haven't invested in this other app. I haven't done anything because TikTok to me, even though as a content creator and a blogger, podcaster, all the things, I utilize TikTok to put my content out there, but I didn't even get active in TikTok until COVID. I still don't know. I haven't even decided what I'm gonna do with my own. I haven't tried to. I haven't tried to maneuver anything. I haven't tried. Oh, there's someone in the chat. Who's that? Hey, Kira said cool room. Okay, thank you. I have not. Again, I have not. What I don't know, I'm doing my own channel. That's the crazy thing. Because I got to figure out. Because the thing about it is, even though most of the content that we put on TikTok, most content creators, I'm saying, most of the content that we put on our TikTok is repurposed content that we've had some other places, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, uh, whatever that looks like. And for me, it's like most of the stuff I have it, but it's the things on TikTok that I can't download or can I get. I'm sure there's ways to get it. The thing about it is, I know that no one wants to screen record everything, especially if you've been doing TikTok for 5, 3, 4 years. That's a lot of videos to download to your phone, um, or screen record. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. I think after Sunday, I think I'm gonna go live. I mean, that's the question. Will you be able to let me ask look up something really quick before I get off here. Oh wow. So the question is, if TikTok is banned, can I still use it? The social media app is likely to disappear from the app stores of Google and Apple right away, but it's unclear if users will be able to lose access. Hmm. So will you be able to scroll? So also you would not be able to access TikTok from the internet browser. Damn. It is likely, however, the user will still have access to TikTok if they use a virtual private network or a VPN, which encrypts a user's location. A VPN about to get paid. Oh my god. Eesh. Mm. Let me see. Can you I really wonder, can you scroll the app? Is that okay? Let me see. Mm. So I'm reading. MSN says, "Here's the good news. Even if U.S. bans TikTok in this country, that won't stop you from being able to access it. Sure, it might make it much more difficult to access, but with a little preparation, you'll be able to." I'm sorry, yeah, I got a quick message. Hold on. Okay, sorry, yeah. That's my little princess. Okay, so here's the good news. Even if U.S. TikTok banned the country, it won't stop you from being able to access it. So, you'll be able to keep scrolling on January 19th as you had the day before, at least for a while. Wow. Hmm. If the ban does indeed go through, it seems very likely companies like Apple and Google will remove TikTok from their app stores. When it happens, the app will no longer be available to download through official channels. If you try to search for TikTok on the iOS App Store or Google Play Store, you'll probably just find a bunch of similar social media apps or app built for TikTok, not TikTok itself. That's not surprising. It wouldn't be much of a ban if the government couldn't force companies to remove apps from their marketplace. However, while the forces at B can ensure apps like TikTok are barred from app stores, they can actually remove apps from your device itself. If you already have TikTok on your phone or Android device, it's staying there until you delete it yourself. If you already have TikTok on your phone, great. If not, you want to make sure you can keep using the app after January 19th. Download it now. Hmm. So check this out. This says side load TikTok. If you forget to download the app before it takes effect, don't worry. You can still download it, at least on Android. Unlike iOS in the United States anyway, Android allows you to side load apps, or in other words, install apps from unofficial sources. That has long been a perk of Android over iOS, and although Apple has opened up side logging for users in the EU, it remains Android only for most of the world. As such, if you really you could download the latest version of TikTok to your Android device, even if it's no longer available on the Play Store. You want to be careful here. Though side loading offers few protection from the app you're installing is legit. That's why it's also better to go through the official channels when possible. Google doesn't always catch the malicious apps, but it does find a lot of them. Going rogue, you run certain risks, especially since the world will know that Android users in the US are looking for unofficial TikTok downloads. Ooh. Get a VPN. While no one can take TikTok off your phone, they can break it. Again, it's not clear exactly what's going to happen if ban goes into effect. But one strong possibility is ByteDance will simply block network access to the app for users in the US. After the 19th, you may open TikTok, but instead of log on screen or your FYP, you'll be greeted with a message informing you why TikTok is banned in your country. Perhaps you will see something cheeky, but the First Amendment landed free. That will be enough for many, who will then continue on to the American-based short video forms. A VPN is a virtual private network, lets you access parts of the internet or country or government when otherwise permit. It works by encrypting your connection and routing it through servers outside the country. If US doesn't allow connections to TikTok, for example, VPN could make it look like you're accessing the internet from, say, Portugal. You can watch TikTok in Portugal without issue. So if TikTok servers think you are in a weathermost country in Europe, it'll connect you, ban avoided. There are a ton of VPNs out there to choose from, but you don't need to get a fancy or even spending money to access a TikTok post ban. All you need is a VPN that actively routes to your traffic to a country that has banned the app, as well as a service that will route traffic within apps, not just within your web browser. Otherwise, you'll only be able to access TikTok in your browser. Well, that's fine on something like a Mac. Accessing TikTok through the app is much more a better experience, and one most of us likely to use anyway. As such, it's worth prioritizing with your VPN. Proton VPN, for example, has a great free tier and should work with the TikTok app on both iOS and Android. I just tested it on Tubi, which blocked me from using it. Proton is Proton. I'm gonna spell it again. It's Proton. VPN routed my traffic through Amsterdam, a country Tubi doesn't support. And since Tubi thinks I'm trying to access it through Amsterdam, no Tubi for me. The opposite then should be the case when trying to access TikTok in the US. Don't use the app forever. I know I just said the TikTok app is the best way to experience the platform, but if the US does ban TikTok next week, you really shouldn't use it forever. Here's the deal: TikTok is staying on your iPhone or Android if you installed it already, but if the developers are no longer supporting the app in the US, that means there will be no new features added to your app, nor any fixes or bugs that may appear. So you might encounter some weird glitches or crashes the longer you use the app following the ban. And then you won't see any changes that TikTok makes on the app supported parts of the world. But that's not my concern. If the only issue was an unstable TikTok experience, well, whatever. But eventually, the app will become a security liability. Just as TikTok developers won't be able to push new features or bug fixes for the app, they won't be able to patch any security vulnerabilities that discovered down the line. And there will be security vulnerabilities down the line. That's available. I mean, that's going to happen of this software. Eventually, flaws will appear that TikTok will patch for the app in countries it supports. But because it'll be cut off from the US, you won't see those updates. Instead, you use an app with a growing list of security flaws. Bad actors will exploit for their own gain. It probably won't happen overnight, but after some time, the app will become a real risk to keep on your device, especially when malicious users know that a country as large as the United States has people using an app without security patches. Ironically, banning the app for national security reasons, the government will have turned it into a security risk of a different making. Wow. The question is, will you want to keep using TikTok? That's a question that I have for myself. Like seriously, I'm trying to figure that out right now. If I'm going to continue to keep using this, the major question in the world is US successfully bans TikTok is this: will you actually want to keep using the app? Sure, at first, everything will seem the same. But as the app gets buggier and less secure, the experience will become lousy and you're not going to want to use it. American creators are likely not going to bother posting to an app that's banned in their country. And I don't think anybody thought about that. The money that people will lose when American creators stop creating for TikTok. Mm. And we'll switch full time to other established platforms like Instagram and YouTube. As more and more creators leave, you'll see less of content you're used to engaging with. Content you could find on apps that aren't banned. And I spoke about this as well yesterday. The other day, I said that what's going to also happen with. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. What's gonna also happen with YouTube and the Instagrams or whatever. So YouTube and Instagram, and I don't think Twitter's gonna get involved with this, but they're gonna see this opening and they're gonna like, okay, well, we're gonna really start revving up and doing all the things that TikTok used to do. And I know that we have the stories on Instagram and we have the reels and we even have the shorts on YouTube, but I think they're going to step it up further. They know they're about to gain a lot of content creators who are going to be creating original content that they were doing for TikTok. It's going to go to YouTube and Instagram and even also on Twitter. So there's going to be an advantage because I think it's going to make YouTube and Instagram create some new updates for us creators. I'm not as creative on TikTok as I am on the other platforms, but of course I would take advantage of it because being a creator on the platforms, these new creators coming through, it's almost like, you know, you have the same old neighborhood, but you got a whole bunch of new money coming in your neighborhood. You be like, oh, let's fix it up. We're gonna add that. If you're already in the neighborhood, you're gonna take advantage of it, right? Just saying. Most of the rest of the world will be posting up to TikTok, of course, but it will be interesting to see the ripple effects come out of the potential ban. Will the loss of hundreds of millions of users inspire creators outside the US to focus on platforms Americans can use? If so, will TikTok start to lose even more content? There's a lot of unknowns at this point. The Supreme Court is the Supreme Court going to save TikTok and this entire, you know, if that happens, cool. But you know, I think that we all should be prepared for the unknown. We don't know. We do not know. And I just think we need to look at everything as far as TikTok is concerned. Guys, you are on my TikTok. Hold on. If you are on my TikTok, if you are on my TikTok, what the hell? Just follow. I didn't even realize. Okay. Do me a favor, share the videos. I can't do it. Like it's live on my TikTok, but I don't know. How to access. Oh, my bad. Anywho, yeah, let me get off of here. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. All the information that I have for TikTok. Shout out to everybody on YouTube right now who are on TikTok watching right now. And shout out to everybody who is on formerly known Twitter, X, all the things. Okay. That's all I got, y'all. I will see y'all next time when we talk. Let me stop. I like Restream. I like how I can get the comments on the screen. I really like it. I'm really getting to know it. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Cash App in the top. Again, here is some merch you guys can also purchase. You can just scan the QR code and make sure you guys follow me on my Spotify. Just scan this QR code at the very bottom and make sure you subscribe to all Kamisha reviews. Point blank. Period. So cute. So cute. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is